students. Last class we have studied about the lesson Be Care for Them. Just we have some review about the topic. So in the topic Be Care for Them, what we have studied? We have studied about the children with the special needs, that is physically handicapped, physically challenged and visually challenged students we have studied. For visually challenged students, what are the points we have discussed? The points we have discussed are they use a special script called as Braille. They study with the Braille scripts. They feel with the use of the fingertips. They study the Braille notes and they have some activities to do. They have a special school called as blind school, and in each and every calculators or telephones there is a special dot for the help the physically challenged students, visually challenged students. Now, okay, and the next one, what topic we have discussed? We have discussed about the orphanages. So what is an orphanage? Orphanage is a place where the people who do not have homes to live, those people live in a special place called as orphanage. Okay, the next slide is caring for the elders. The children, those who live in abroad or due to some reasons they cannot take care of their parents, they live in a special homes. Okay, that home is called as old age homes. So how can you help the old people? You can help the old people by giving respect to them, to cross the road, help them to cross the road, and just giving them seats, like that you can help them. Then next part what we have studied is sick people. Okay, so how we can help the sick people? We can help the sick people by not keeping a loud music, by not horning the vehicles while crossing the hospitals, keeping their rooms clean, giving them the tablets, give them the medicines and foods at the correct time. Okay, so in these ways we can help the sick people. So those are the topics we have discussed in the last class. Okay, we have also discussed about the question answers that takes place in those chapters. Now today we are going to see another chapter called as private and public property. For this you are going to view this picture. Okay, these things are all non-living things. Okay, private and public property comes under non-living things. So looking at this itself, you can state which are all the private properties and which are under public properties. So house is a private property, cycle is a private property, PVR, cinema theatres is a private property. Theatre, when it comes under theatre, it is a private property. When it comes under cinema hall, then it comes under public property. Hall, it comes under public property. Theatre means it comes under the private property. Park is a public property. Train, it is a public property. Bus, we have private buses and public buses. Okay, so seeing according to the picture, you have to clarify which is a private property and which is a public property. Coming to school, school means the building. The school sometimes it is a government school, means it comes under the public property. When it comes under a society school, it comes under a private property. So these are the things you can have some idea what is a private property and public property. And now let us have some short view about the private and public property. What is a private property? It must be owned by a single person. Okay. Example, bag, pen, car, etc. If you are asked to draw in the exam, draw some private property also, you should be able to draw all these things. Okay. And then public property. Public property means it is used by most of the people. All the people can use it, then it comes under public property, like bridges, roads, schools, etc. Okay, so here the private property, the person who is earning a single person, no, he does not need to pay any tax for that. But when it comes under the public property, we are paying tax for roads, for corporation tax, home tax, everything that is a corporation, everything that when we pay it as a tax, it comes under public property. Okay, so I think you all have a clear view. What is a private property? Read the spelling: P-R-I-V-A-T-E, private property and public property. Okay, things owned by a single person, it comes under a private property. When it is owned by most of the people or most of the public, then it comes under the public property. So up to this, private and public property is finished. Now we will go to the next one. Here you can see again, things owned by a person or his, or it is called as a private. Things owned by a person, public, by the public, it is called as a public property. Next slide, monuments. Here today we are going to discuss about some more topics, some more side headings, that is monuments, public transport, street lights, public utilities and schools. So all these things comes under which property, ma? All these things comes under public property. All these things comes under public property. Okay, so one by one we are going to discuss. What is a monument? Monument. For monuments I have given you some historical buildings are called as monuments. So the first one is Taj Mahal. It is in Agra. Next is Brihadishwarar Temple, Tanjavur. Next one, Bahai Temple. Bahai Temple in Delhi. Qutub Minar, Delhi. Okay. Sanchi Stupa. It is in Sanchi. Hawa Mahal, Jaipur. Mysore Palace. Okay, the name itself belongs to Mysore. Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. It is in Mumbai. So, what is your work today? You are going to write 2 sentences about each monument. Okay. So, what is a monument? A monument is a historical buildings that are built to remind the people for a famous person or an event. They tell us about the culture and civilization of the period in which they were built. So once again, what is a monument? Monuments means it's nothing but it is an historical building. It gives us the details about that famous person who lived in that period. Okay. So why monuments are important for us? Yes, monuments are important for us. So monuments comes under which property? It is a public property. So we have a clear view about the monuments. Okay. So monuments means historical buildings or it tells about the famous person who lived in that period. It explains about the culture and civilization. Culture and civilization. It is very, very important. Culture. Next one is civilization. Okay. What are monuments? Monuments explains about the culture and civilization of a particular place or a building. Okay. Next one comes to the public transport. Okay. So what we are going to discuss in the public transport. But before that, how can we take care of the monuments? How can we take care of monuments? We must not scribble anything on the monuments. Never write your names on the monuments. We are all, of course, when we go to some other places, we write, because in future it will be a remembrance. We write something, but it is not a very good practice. We have to avoid it. We must not write anything on the monuments. We must not scribble on the monuments. The next one is never touch the engravings. See, when we go to a temple, we have a idea of touching the idols. We will be touching the idols and we will be praying to the God. So it should be stopped. We must not touch any engravings on the monuments. Next one, do not litter the monuments. Do not litter the monuments means you have to keep the places clean and tidy. You must not throw your water bottles or papers and make it as untidy. Monuments must be kept it very clean. Okay. Next one. Next side heading comes the public transport. So public transport means it states about train, okay, bus. That's all. Transport means land transport only. It states about train, bus, and then sometimes these two comes under land transport. Here you can also cover water and air transport. But today we are going to study only about the land transport. Okay. So public transport, here we are going to study about the buses and trains. Okay. So this is a bus, public bus, trains. Okay. And this is the normal train we see in our day-to-day life. And this is the metro train. Okay. Near Washerman-Pet we are having a metro train. This is a special bus. Okay. Delhi Transport Corporation has introduced this special type of bus. Okay. It is in Delhi. What is the special thing about that bus? It has a low floor. It has a low floor. It has a low floor which helps the physically challenged person to get inside the bus very easily. Okay. So Delhi Transport Corporation has a low floor bus for easy boarding for the physically handicapped students. So how can we take care of the public properties? So how can we take care of the public properties? We must not damage the seats. Okay, do not damage the seats. And then do not break the windows. Sometimes we will not keep our hands in a quiet manner. We will go and screw everything. Okay, so it should not take place. And then the next one is, in the trains there are many fans, lights are there. Some people, what they will do is they will steal the fans, bulbs, everything. So it should be avoided. When you saw those things, you have to report to the railway departments. Okay. Next one. Next topic what we are going to study is street lights. Street lights. See, without street lights, it is dark. When we close our eyes, what is it colorful? No. When we close our eyes, we cannot see any colorful things. Okay. It is only dark. So in the dark thing, we cannot do or we cannot imagine anything. When we open our eyes, we see many things colorfully. Okay, we love colorful things. So we need street lights in each and every corner. Okay, so cities without street lights, the main thing what happens is it causes accidents. Without the street lights, it causes accidents mainly. Okay, we cannot live without a light itself inside a room. So think about the street. So it causes many accidents. See, here it's the light. It is very colorful to see. Okay, so when we have street lights, we should take care of those lights. We should not damage anything. Okay, if the street light is not blow, we have to complain it to the EB board or corporations. Okay, so this is the most important thing in the street lights. Next one comes to the next topic. What we are going to study is public utilities. Okay, so what are the public utilities? In the public, we can see some taps are there. Government provides us some taps, water tanks. It has some tap to drink some water, bulb, buses, van, ship, roads, and then it is the EB connection, that is tower, telephone tower is there, public people, public fans, and then EB, dustbin, telephones, ambulance, electricity, homes, and then this one is post office, I think so. Okay, so these things are called as public utilities, and apart from that, there are nowadays they are providing public toilets also. Okay, so all these things are called as public utilities. when government is providing something to us, it takes the money from the taxes that we pay to them. Okay, so it is our money. We are paying money for each and every public utility. So we must have to take care of those utilities. Okay, and now, so how can we take care of those utilities? First thing is, you must keep those places very clean. You must not litter the public places. When there is a bulb blowing in the street light, you must not break the bulb. We must not waste the water in the public toilets or anywhere you see. If the water is running away, you have to stop it. Next comes down the we must not tease animals public. Okay, animals is also, animals, when we cross the road, we can see many dogs are there. We must not disturb the animals or tease the animals in the zoos. Okay, so all these comes under the public utilities. Okay, so what is the public utilities means? It comes under we have to take care of the public places. We must not break down anything. So all these things we have to cover. Next one, schools. Schools, there are private schools and public schools. Okay, whatever it is, we have to take care of our school, because school is the place where we are growing, where we spend most of the time. It is like a temple for us. Okay, so in the schools, we must not scribble the walls or any damage. Then next one is, do not scribble on the desk. You will write the name on your desk, and future if you want to see, you can come and see your names. That is not a very good practice. You should avoid it. Then you must keep your classroom clean and tidy. Okay, ma'am? So all these things comes under the public property. How to maintain, how to keep your school clean. Okay, so once again we will revise the class. That is, we care for them. The second part is private and public property. Monuments. Monuments means it is the important building which covers under the culture. It tells about the culture and civilization of a person or that building. Public transport, we should take care of it. Street lights, without street lights, it causes many accidents. And public utilities, we have to take care. We have to keep the places clean and tidy. School, it is a place of temple. We have to keep everything. We must not deface the school buildings, or we must not break the benches or anything. So all these things covers under the we care for them lesson. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.